The pilgrimage of this life, our spiritual pilgrimage, has a variety of terrain. A variety of terrain. Growing up with my brothers, we were always going on expeditions, some kind of expedition, fishing and camping and canoeing and motorbiking and snowboarding and whatever else. And we were so blessed. Our dad bought us a four-wheel drive pickup truck, a second-hand four-wheel drive pickup truck. Oh, we loved it. And so we'd go deep into the woods. And driving the pickup truck, we experienced different terrain. You start on the highway, doing 100 kilometers an hour. Then on the gravel roads, the big gravel roads, 80 kilometers an hour. Then the roads get smaller and smaller. And it wasn't uncommon for us on some of our expeditions, especially getting to the good fishing spots, to have to put the truck into 4-low and move at a crawling pace, or going through the mud and the rocks. And sometimes we get the truck stuck. Sometimes we'd have to dig it out, jack it up with jacks, or even a few times phone a tow truck. My brothers had the tow truck guy on speed dial. The guy knew my brother personally. But anyways, what's my point? My point is that, the Lord is talking about the person saying, oh, my master is delayed. In other words, this is kind of taking a long time. And this one person, he stops persevering. And perseverance is essential in the spiritual life. A humble, patient perseverance. We got to keep going. We got to keep going. Can't give up. I remember growing up, when I was going through my conversion, my dad had a spiritual book, and on the front cover was that classic picture of the monks trying to climb this ladder that led to heaven. And as they were climbing, devils were trying to pull them off the ladder. And the idea is a person could rise to great heights in the spiritual life, but there's still the potential of being dragged off and falling into the abyss. And so again, there's a vigilance, there's a perseverance. And in this particular person says, my master is delayed in coming. And the Lord says, if he begins to beat the other slaves, men and women, and to eat and drink and get drunk, we can go through terrain, I guess, in the spiritual life, times where it's a drag. You're not driving at 100 kilometers an hour in cruise control. You have to go through the mud and the rocks. And the temptation is to start being mean with people, to start having a few drinks, eating too much, whatever, falling into unhealthy behavior. But the reality is if you are going to follow the Lord, you'll experience this terrain sometimes. There'll be times when it is brutal. When you do, and again, the analogy of the pickup truck, like driving a four-wheel drive pickup truck in 4-low and first gear is ridiculously slow. You could literally get out and walk faster than the truck. That's how slow you're moving. And again, there's times in life you just need to accept this is rough terrain. This is rough terrain. You're not going to be able to drive at 100 kilometers an hour. What's that song, Life is a Highway, I'm going to ride it all night long? That's not what you're experiencing. You're experiencing the mud, the tires spinning, the engine overheating, not sure if you're going to get through. That's part of the spiritual life. The Lord is saying, don't give up. Keep pressing on, pressing through. And like I said at the beginning, one of the most important things in the spiritual life is a humble, patient perseverance.